Hey, this is Steven the Pet Man for BigApplePetSupply.com, bringing intelligent pet products to your door. So this is our new Big Apple stackable reptile cages, and we just got these in. This is the first one that I assembled a real stack, and it's incredible, the functionality, because it is the only stackable and modular cage that grows with your reptile or amphibian. And some of the features are just fantastic. I mean, besides the fact that they're interlocking, so this whole thing, these are separate cages. These are our medium verticals, and they actually lock together because in here are the channels and grooves, and they connect together. So this is something totally unique in reptile enclosures. So at the bottom we have a large horizontal, and then we have the medium verticals in this stack, but you could stack our small verticals, our large verticals. You can do whatever you want with the design. This is just a nice kind of layout to have a larger reptile and some smaller ones here. But let me go over some of the features, because there's some great stuff to having these. Let's talk about the sliding glass doors. It's pretty easy here with the sliding glass doors. So you've got full length sliding glass doors, which you can lock. The best way that we found to lock them is simply on the verticals. I would do 2 of them. You could put it in the middle, but I like the way it looks if you put them, you can put it in the middle and that works, but I would put one at the top, one at the bottom. So that's the way that works with locking the enclosure. As far as other features, you've got this great locking mechanism to lock the top screen. There's 4 locks here, and then you can just pick up the screen. These are rigid screens. Nothing's going to happen to these. Very nice quality. And we made the locking mechanisms red so that you can actually see that you have locked the enclosure and that there's no risk of you leaving it open. Okay, so some neat things about this. These are stacking columns. They come available as a separate option because you don't have to stack them, but if you do stack them, you're going to want stacking columns. So if you're going to stack them this height, you can use something like these fluorescent lights. If you don't need heating from above, you can use simple fluorescent lighting to make it work. You can also use like our IntelliTemp heat mats. Make sure you use a heat mat brand that's good with plastic. Our IntelliTemp heat mat is good with plastic. You can slide them under, and you can actually use foil tape to mount them right up to the bottom, and that would be fine to heat from the bottom as well. The other thing is, if you use 2 of these stacking pieces, you can use something like an extra deep dome. You can put mercury vapor bulbs in, 100-watt mercury vapor bulb, Power Sun, our Sun Force mercury vapor bulb. There's a lot of different options for you to do. This particular one has casters on the bottom because that's an option. You can roll this entire stack wherever you want it to go. They have top caps available just to finish off the look so that you don't have a hole there. We've really thought of a whole bunch of different things. So let's say you wanted to double the size of this. You actually could double the size of this. Simply put another stack on, just like this, and again they would slide down into the grooves, and you would have double-sized cages. So you can take out these 2 glass panels in here, and then you'll have, again, let's say you want to grow with your reptile. You have a reptile that's smaller, but it grows larger. You take out those 2 panels, and bam, you've got a full, almost 32-inch long cage. So these are fantastic as far as being able to continue to make them. If you want to keep sliding these enclosures into place, you can make literally a room-size enclosure. You can make a giant tortoise enclosure. You could do so many different things, and there's so many different ways to utilize this. The last thing I want to talk about is the fact that you have a couple ways. Because these are modular and because they can be seated multiple different ways, you can decide if you want your windows in the front, or like this, we have it on the side, or you can access it in the back as sliders. So if you want a full panel look like this, that's fine. It's nice and pretty. If you need to access it from the front, obviously you can do your sliders from here. So again, this is the Big Apple Stackable Cages. This is only one way to set it up. There are literally dozens of ways to assemble these, make them modular, use the 4 different sizes in all different kinds of ways. You can continue to stack them really if you don't mind getting up on a footstool and you're a breeder. Again, just so many ways to utilize this cage. They're lightweight, they ship flat, they're affordable. It's just a great enclosure system. I am Steven the Pet Man. You will find this at bigapplepetsupply.com in our Habitats and Cages section, and I thank you for watching.